Hi there, Cancer, Healing Grasshopper, here to do your monthly reading for August. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this month. The star, okay. The star talks about wishes granted. Very good. I started with Capricorn and now I've gotten to you. I'm a little bit over half of the zodiac here. And everyone is coming out of the gate with positive cards, like wishes granted, or long held dreams being fulfilled, that kind of thing. The astrological energy is definitely shifting. So that's good. We're all going to be enjoying, more supportive energies. Look at that. Wow, Cancer. So you've got wishes granted, um, comfort and luxuries, and you've got a celebration. This all talks about the energy changing. For the past 20 years, we have all been struggling, the entire Zodiac collective. This energy has been shifting since November. Well, several months before November, but Pluto entered Aquarius in November, right? So, which is the supportive energy that I was talking about. So, it's taken quite a while, all this time, for us to really start feeling that positive shift. But, we can look forward to things going well for us for the next 20 years. That's, of course, not to say we're not going to have difficulties or run into, snags in the road here and there, but at least we're not going to feel like the world is working against us like we did before. So, King of Cups. You know what? I'm not going to. Okay. The devil. I was going to say I'm not going to comment until I get the rest of this line. The devil reversed? No. Okay. So let's skip to the devil for now because the devil is in the center of your reading for this month. And what the devil is talking about are kind of bad habits that we've carried with us for the past handful of years. And what the devil has been pointing to for everyone, it's been coming out quite a bit and some related cards as well, which points to the fact that we still carry the bad taste in our mouth from the difficulties that we've been going through, that we're moving, the energies that we're moving away from, right? And it's kind of hard for us to recognize that the energy has shifted and we're no longer tethered to this old energy, right? And my mind is going to that story of the tied up baby elephant, right? There's a story of this baby elephant that was tied to a pole since it was a baby by a rope, a very thin rope. And when the elephant was a baby, it learned that it couldn't pull away from the rope. It wasn't strong enough. It was holding it in place. So as this elephant grows older, it gets used to being tethered to this pole by this rope. But the baby grows up to this huge, strong elephant, and the elephant is still tethered by that thin rope. And he doesn't realize that he's, no longer a prisoner there. He can easily break away from that pole now. He's strong enough now to break away. But he stays attached to the pole because he doesn't realize that he is no longer captive, right? So that's the kind of energy that I'm describing here with the devil, where you feel like you're still in that old energy while spirit is telling you to lift your head up and look around you and realize that the energy has changed, right? So the reason why the King of Cups is here is because it's reminding you to kind of gather your senses, right? Because when we go through something traumatic, we have post-traumatic stress, let's say, right? And King of Cups is a master of his emotions. If he goes through something traumatic, he processes that trauma in a healthy way where it's not damaging him, and is not derailing his life. Which is why he's sitting here calmly in the midst of these turbulent waves, right? He stays calm in the midst of emotional traumas. So the King of Cups is here for you to draw from that energy so that you can transmute the traumas that you were in for the past 20 years, right? We're going to review them in a healthy way. See what tools we can take from what we've learned from those years, from those traumas, and turn them into something positive, alchemize them, right? And then we're going to take those tools and move forward into a better energy. The Four of Pentacles is talking about, again, you still holding on to the pain. And I'm not shaking my finger at you, Cancer, because this is the kind of thing that the entire collective is going through. They're still going through that, judgment card awakening of realizing that, they're coming into a new phase in their lives. So, and Spirit's here to try and awaken us and make us realize that, the storm is over. We can come out now. What else do we have? We need four more cards. Four more cards, please. Ace of Cups under the King of Cups. Very healthy energy. One who has a healthy approach to his own emotions that comes into an environment of love. right? So this is saying that there is divine love in the cards for you, literally, going forward. What was it that I was doing? I think it was Gemini. Um, but somewhat of a similar reading where Spirit was telling them, you know, it's time to have it all. You can have it all. How Gemini's been telling themselves that they can't have it all, that, they had to accept certain things in their lives. And, Spirit's like, no, you can have it all and it's coming. Look at this, having it all. Spirit's telling all of us in different ways that here comes the everything that we were resigned to never get. Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for material gain, opportunity for love, material gain. Heart's desire, the star. Luxury, celebration. But there just needs to be a little bit of focus of the middle of what lies within us right now, which is energy that we need to shed. All right, let's see how any of these cards are. This one? Any of these? None of them. Okay, so we have reversed Nine of Wands. Okay, so Nine of Wands is that energy that I was talking about, how you're not sure if you can have it all, right? What this depicts is a guy who's been working really hard, but he's been wounded and he's been through quite a lot and he's tired. So he's having a rest there, like, oof, I don't know if I can keep going. And I don't even think, I'm not sure that all this effort is worth it. I don't think I'm going to achieve my goal, right? That's okay. That's okay, because this feeling is going to go away. The lovers. Okay. So we've got the air of abundance coming, but before that, we need to release the old energy. And as we release the old energy, we will be entering a new paradigm and new relationships, right? Because over here, we had emerging from years and years of karmic cycles, right? And karmic cycles are not fun. They're there to teach us something, but, not fun, right? But we're emerging from that. So this is kind of the set changing and the curtains opening again, and you have a new set now, a new scene in your life, but specifically with new people. The lovers does not mean romantic lovers. And if you've watched my readings before, you're familiar with the way I read, you know that I don't agree with this title, The Lovers. This should have a different title because most never points to lovers. This is about two people who've been put into a scene, a situation by spirit. And it's like both people here are there to learn something, experience something, and both of them have the free will to make the situation what they want of it, right? So it can be positive, it can be negative, who knows, right? But so you see why this is here now after all this turmoil. This is saying things have been reset and think afresh for you. So let go of this old energy. You have something new to deal with now. And it's what you make it. But you have a whole lot of help from the divine here to make it a positive experience. So, okay, let's see what the clarification cards are. Page of Swords. Chariot. Okay. Either of them reversed? No. So Page of Swords attached to the devil and Chariot attached to the devil. I love to see this. This is clarity. This is you really realizing the energy that you haven't detached yourself from yet, right? Because conceptually, I can tell you about these things. I can tell you the theory and intellectually you get what I'm saying. I know you do. But it's a different thing for you to really feel it, digest it, and apply it to your life. And that's what this is. At some point this month, you're really going to see this clearly, what you need to walk away from so that you can move forward and what you have to let go. Four of Pentacles. See how tightly he's clutching to all of this? This is a lot that you're going to need to let go. And what resentments, memories that make you angry, sad, make you feel bad about yourself. You know, those kind of energies need to be examined and alchemized. Like something that someone did or said to you, yelled at you, made you feel ashamed or bad about yourself in some way. You need to go back and really assess that and realize that there's nothing wrong with you. That person was trying to be hurtful, or whatever. That you're not carrying that moving forward like, oh, I'm a bad person because of what this person said, or feeling that way because of what that person said. Right? You're going to let all of that go. So what the Page of Swords is talking about, that clarity. Temperance. Hold on. Reversed. Reversed. So alchemizing temperance. What I just said. Clarity and alchemizing will bring you towards being able to love again. Knight of Cups. This is you. This is after you've shed all of the resentment, all of the trauma, the pain. Is the memory of the pain going to be there always? But it's no longer affecting you. right? You're no longer resentful or suspicious of others or that kind of thing. Cautious, yes, in a healthy way, but not bringing your traumas and your baggage into new relationships. Knight of Wands. This is just simply moving forward and having the motivation to move forward away from this devil energy. That's why it's on top of the devil. We need one more, please. Uh-huh. Listen, Six of Cups has come out for almost every sign this month. Reversed? No, I'm glad. Under anything under this? No. Okay, so it's only Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups has come out for almost everyone in different positions, but has the same, somewhat of the same message throughout the zodiac for this month. So, for mostly everybody, this is talking about um, a long held dream that you have kind of put on the back burner, you know, like, oh, that silly old dream, that's never going to come true, but Spirit has been telling almost everyone that, you know, take that dream out of the closet and out of the box with the mothballs because it's time for them to be, for it to be realized. Um, so that's what this card is saying, but for you, it also carries the caveat that this card is meant to carry, which is just be sure that moving forward, your expectations are realistic. That you've been through difficult times in the past and you've learned quite a bit from them. The King of Cups screams out, right? And you've picked up some really useful coping mechanisms and um, like assessment tools, right? By assessment tools, I mean um, being able to recognize red flags, right? Before, toxic people would be able to pull the wool over our eyes and sweet talk us and gaslight us, gas us up type thing, but no longer. We're much smarter now. And we know what all that nonsense looks like. So that moving forward, we're not gullible any longer, right? So this is saying it's okay to dream, but be sure that you're grounded at the same time and your head isn't too far off in the clouds so that you don't take that you aren't taken advantage of. Okay, so do we have advice cards? No. Okay. Yeah, that's the reading, guys. Very nice, Cancer. So we can look forward to feeling a change of energy in this month and things lightening up and being more enjoyable. But there is a bit of cleaning house that we need to do in our minds and hearts. Okay, so we can move forward into something healthier. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comments section. It, it always makes me happy to get comments. It's very encouraging for me. Um, and I love engaging with you guys. So if you have something on your mind, don't hold back because I love hearing from you. Okay, I answer every single comment. Um, I'm assuming that you are watching your sun sign, but what some people don't know is that there are other signs that are just as important as your sun sign, like your moon, rising, and north node signs. Okay, especially if you're over 40, North Node, it becomes more and more important. So if you don't know what those are, you can easily Google them for free. So you Google what's my blank sign, go to that site, they do it for you for free. You find out what your that sign is, and you come back to the Healing Grasshopper channel and listen to the corresponding video. Okay, you'll find messages there. Um, Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. It is a very quick and free gesture. It does not cost you anything, but it helps the channel and helps me greatly. If you are inclined to really help me, I would appreciate it if you go in the playlists. I have some nice, tidy playlists set up for you. You can put those on autoplay and put them on in the background as you're doing housework or whatever. While you're sleeping will be great. Watch hours does a lot for my channel. So if you can do that, I appreciate it. And I thank you in advance for that too. Um, for my American subscribers, love and light and blessings go out to you. And I really appreciate your support. But also, shout out to all the people from other countries that are watching. I really appreciate you when I see you in the analytics. Hold on. Um, Sorry, guys. So, um, my Australian Canadian watchers, fabulous. I see you. Um, the Filipino and Hindi watchers, um, eh, Indian watchers, Hindi speaking watchers. I really appreciate you too. I have Spanish speaking and some from South America, Spain, um, Brazil. I see you and I appreciate you. I see all of you in my analytics and it blows me away. Thank you for subscribing and sticking with me. At some point, I will be able to be translating my videos into your languages. So stick with me and maybe next year. Okay, but for now, you can stick with the subtitles. Okay, I will speak to you guys soon. Love, light, and many blessings.